What is going on, YouTube people? Neo Cards and Comics here. Well, I put this video off. So, as many of you probably know by now, there have been rumors swirling about Beckett shaking up the grading scale over the last 24 hours. Came out last night, saw it on the old Twitter sphere. Shout out to my boy Slag of Cards. He was the first one that I saw it from. Tweeted it out. A picture of the Beckett booth. From there, the internet interneted and the rumor mill began. I waited until I wanted to see official word because there was a lot that we didn't know. All we knew was that they were potentially creating a Gem Mint 10 grade. But I wanted to wait to see because the devil was gonna be in the details on this one in terms of what was transitioning from a Gem Mint 9.5 to a Beckett 10. We now have that information. It was formally announced tonight over on their Instagram. I would highly recommend going to check that out. Friend of the channel, Scott Rothstein, does a little bit of a video breakdown of what's going on and a little messaging behind what's going on. But this is the slide that matters. So the first big thing, Beckett Black Label. Nothing changes. Pristine 10. Nothing changes. Here's where things get wild. So in the past, a 9.5 was their Gem Mint grade. A BGS 9.5 was their Gem Mint grade. There were multiple mixes and matches of subgrades that could get you to a Gem Mint 9.5. Okay? They have now split things. 9.5 is now a Mint Plus, and there is a third 10 grade with a Gem Mint 10. To qualify for a Gem Mint 10, you basically need to be a True Gem Plus or a True Gem Plus Plus. So 3 9.5s and a 10, or 2 9.5s and a 10. True Gems are now Mint Pluses. Anything with a 9 subgrade, so a Min Gem Plus Plus, my Giannis rookie is a Min Gem Plus Plus. It actually has 2 10 subgrades, a 9.5 and a 9. Mint Plus. Anything with a 9 subgrade is a Mint Plus. You can see it laid out here on the screen, but I just kind of wanted to talk through it just so I myself can kind of get used to it. There's a lot of things Beckett needs to work on. I do think the grading scale was one of them. I don't know that it was the top one on the list. I think customer service, turnaround times, better submission center, more transparency on the submission process, that sort of stuff should have all been in front of this. That being said, I do think they needed to get away from 9.5 as the Gem Mint main grade. People want 10s. That we need to make things simpler. Even if everything means the same thing, people just like seeing the 10 on the label compared to a 9.5. So I did think that this was something they needed to get to at a certain point of time. I would have prioritized other items prior to this one. But here we sit. This is what they've done. I think they have made a massive mistake with the way that they have divided these up. You just took a large population. We'll talk about it in a second because I have the data to back this up. A large portion of your cards that people have been buying, trading, selling for the last 20 to 30 years in Gem Mint slabs. Min Gems, True Gems, Min Gem Pluses, True Gem Plus, whatever. Those were labeled as Gem Mint cards. You have now taken a large majority of those. And once again, we'll talk about the data in a second. And turn those into Mint Pluses overnight. I like the idea of Gem Mint being a 10 number, if that's what you guys wanted to do. But at minimum, True Gems should have been included on this. I don't care that the math doesn't work out, that 4 9.5s don't equal a 10, whatever. That doesn't really matter. In the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. A True Gem BGS 9.5 should be a Gem Mint 10. In reality, any card previously labeled as Gem Mint should go to a Gem Mint 10. If I was doing this, I would have got rid of the 9.5 completely and just went to 9 and lower, stay the same. Everything that was gem mint last week is gem mint now. It's just a 10 on the label instead of a 9.5. Nothing changes with pristine. Nothing changes with black label. The same requirements remain. So you're not affecting the values of those two cards. You're just basically swapping out the 9.5 for a 10 on the label, and you're done with it. That's what they should have done, in my opinion. I think what they're doing is a massive mistake. You just betrayed a large majority of the current slabs in the market. And let's talk about that. So I reached out to GemRate. Big shout out to GemRate on this one. I asked him a couple of different questions. First thing I wanted to know, what was the overall BGS population breakdown of gem mint, pristine, and black label? This is under the old school grading scale, not the new one just rolled out. 35% of their overall population, and this is like 90% of the population. Not quite everything, but it's pretty darn close. So this gives us, I'm not going to hold them to exact percentages on here, but this paints a pretty close picture. Gem mint, 35% of their slabs on their population report are gem mint. This is across all eras, all decades, all cards, everything. Pristine, 2.5%, and black label, 0.2%. The next thing that I asked him, of the 35% of gem mint, can you break that down for me? What percentages are we talking about of a gem mint grade are true gem plus, min gem, etc.? And this is where it gets wild. 40% of Beckett's gem mint cards are min gem. 15% are true gem. 30%, sorry, this cut off a little bit. 30% are anything with a 9 that is not a min gem. So that means there are 2 9.5, or at least a 9.5, some combination of 9.5 and 10, and 1 9, if that makes sense. So a min gem plus, a min gem plus basically falls into that category. 15% of their gem mint cards are true gem plus and true gem plus. 15% of their current gem mint population is staying as gem mint. 85% of the gem mint slabs that they have on the market just became mint pluses. I personally think that is a huge mistake. These cards have been labeled as gem mint for years, decades in some cases. I forget exactly when Beckett started grading, but they've been around for a while. But you just took 85% of your population, or 85% of your gem mint population report, and turned it into mint plus, just at the flip of a switch. And it wasn't just a flip of a switch. In the video, Scott talks about that they did talk to a lot of people on this. They did a lot of market research on this. They had sit downs with people, with groups, etc. I do know that that happened. It was months ago. So it wasn't like that this was something that they just sat down and decided overnight. I do know that for a fact. This is something that they've been brewing for a little bit of time. That being said, I don't like how this has played out in regards to what they ended up deciding on. I think it is a betrayal of your current customer base and people that put faith in your gem mint label. I understand your grading standards aren't changing in regards to how you evaluate a card, but just suddenly turning 85% of your population of gem mint cards into mint pluses overnight, there's going to be a lot of people really upset about that. A lot of people really upset about that. Here's the other thing. From the original Twitter post, this has true gems being a gem mint 10. It's laid out right here. Updated grading scale, same world-class standards, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, gem mint 10. That is not reflected here. 4 9.5s equal a mint plus. So something changed from the time that this leaked until this came out, unless this was a mistake. So what are the ramifications of this going to be? I don't know that we know yet in regards to the secondary market. Does it make sense if you have a true gem card, it just turned into a mint plus? It's not gem mint anymore. Now, does that matter? The net result of all this is going to be, how does the secondary market treat this stuff? Does a true gem 9.5 still sell for the same as it did yesterday? That I don't know. I don't know if anyone knows. We're going to have to see how it plays out. The market did always put a premium on True Gem Plus and True Gem Plus Plus. Now those are going to be mini 10s. I don't know. That's the part I have no idea how the secondary market's going to treat all this stuff. But I just think from an overall macro level, broad base, suddenly changing your designation of gem mint for a metric ton of cards is not going to feel really good for a lot of people out there. Now, no matter what, here's the other thing with this, and I should have led with this. No matter what they did, they were going to piss people off. To be fair to them, they caught a ton of flack for not doing anything. They got the hell beat out of them, myself included. I was swinging that baseball bat. Now they're doing stuff, and they're still going to get the hell beat out of them. In this case, I think a little bit justified. But regardless, no matter what they did here, if they came out and said all 9.5s are gem mints, there'd be another group of people that were complaining about easy 10s and this, that, and the other thing, and there'd be a whole other different argument that you could possibly have. I keep going back to these numbers that you probably just really ticked off 85%. I don't want to say people, but 85% of the slabs out there. If slabs had feelings, 85% of Beckett slabs are more sad today. I don't know how this is going to work with reholder or fees, if it's going to be just a set price, or if it's going to be their standard reholder price, or if there'll be some special for this, or how they're going to handle any of that. We don't have details on that. I sent some messages. I have not heard back yet, but I'm sure this will not be the last video that we have on this. So if you have a true gem, if you're sitting out there, you have a true gem, you have a min gem. I have a bunch of min gems. My green Tatum is a min gem. My blue Mosaic Luka is a min gem. I don't know if I have any true gems laying around. My Giannis rookie is a min gem plus plus. What are you boys and girls doing with those cards? Are you going to keep them in a Beckett slab? Are you going to crack them and send them the PSA? Do we really expect a BGS 9.5? This isn't going to help the value. I don't know if it's going to hurt it, but it's not going to help it. That's for sure. A BGS 9.5 true gem, if it sold for, let's say, 65% of a PSA 10 yesterday, is that still going to be the case in a week? That's the part that we don't know yet. I will say this, from how I am handling this with my cards, I'm going to wait and see. I am in no hurry to crack anything out, because the stuff that I have in BGS slabs, I'm not running to resell it tomorrow anyway. But I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on it. Because if BGS min gems or mint pluses, whatever you want to call it, that includes true gems now, if those filter closer to a PSA 9 in price on the secondary market, I'm going to give strong consideration to cracking my min gems at minimum to send the PSA and see if they can potentially get a 10. But once again, I'm not running into anything. I know there'll be people that will be running for pliers based on this news. I like the idea that they're going for the gem mint 10. Switch it up, put a gem mint 10 out there. It follows the industry standard of what everyone else is doing. If it's a gem mint card, it gets a 10 grade. I just don't think they made the right decision in regards to the breakdown of this. Like I said, if it was me, I would have taken anything that was previously a gem mint card labeled that way is now a gem mint 10. The subgrades are still on there. Let the secondary market nitpick over if there's a 9 in the subgrade or 2 10s, or whatever the subgrades are. Let them keep fighting that out. but this just feels bad for, I think a lot of people are going to be really, really pissed off about this. Very curious for your thoughts and comments down below on this one. This will not be the last time we'll be talking about this, I have a feeling. That is all I have for you boys and girls. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.